Mrs. Bosch's science club left the school on a bus at 7:48 a.m. to go to Orlando. Mrs. Bosch drove her own car and did not leave the school until 8:40 a.m. The bus traveled at an average rate of 80 kilometers per hour. What was Mrs. Bosch's average speed to the nearest kilometer per hour if she met up with the bus when they stopped for lunch at 1 p.m.? Okay, so Mrs. Bosch's science club left at 7:48 and they're stopping at 1. Okay, so from 8 to 1 is 5 hours. So they were traveling for 5 hours and 12 minutes at a speed of 80 kilometers an hour. Okay, so we can figure out how far they traveled. So I'm going to change this 5 hours and 12 minutes. I'm going to change it into a decimal. So 12 minutes out of 60 minutes for an hour, that's 1/5. So they were traveling for 5.2 hours. 0.2 is 1/5. At 80 kilometers an hour. So 5.2 times 80. They traveled 416 kilometers. So 416 kilometers. Now, Mrs. Bosch started at 8:40 and met up with them at 1. So from 8:40 to 1 is 4 hours and 20 minutes. Now 20 minutes of an hour, 20 out of 60 is 1/3. Now here's the issue. I can't write 1/3 as a decimal because it's repeating, so I'm going to use this as a fraction. So 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1. So she was traveling for 13/3 hours. And we know she met up with them at 1, so she also had to go 416 kilometers. So to figure out her speed, I'm going to divide her distance by her time. So 416 divided by 13/3 equals 96 kilometers an hour.